Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to talk about rapper Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary was born Rajani Fox on January 21st, 1970, but later became known by her rap name Bloody Mary. She was born and spent most of her life in Steubenville, Ohio. She later moved to Compton, California. Before being brought up to California, Bloody Mary had no gang affiliations. With those two areas being in Steubenville and Compton being a completely dramatic change, Bloody Mary had to adapt to her new environment and area. She later had strong ties to the Compton Pirus and later was affiliated with several other Blood and Piru sets. Bloody Mary later met Tweety Bird Loke, who was affiliated with the Kelly Park Compton Crips. He saw potential in her and introduced her to Ronnie Ron, CEO of Dangerous Records. Bloody Mary's favorite rapper was known Crip rapper MC8, who she based her rap style off according to producer DJ Battlecat. At first, the Bloods and Crips were having a hard time getting along, which almost led to both sides pulling their straps on each other, which was later squashed by the possibilities that both sides thought about with seeing labels like Death Row blowing up. Bloody Mary was the first and only female representative for the Bloods on the tape. Bloody Mary gained national attention when she appeared on a single and music video for Piru Love, along with rappers Little Stretch, Red Rum, and CK. The song was a hit and one of the best songs on the whole album, and her verse was said to be one of the best on the whole song. This song was such a hit, even Crips loved the song. Bloody Mary had a very distinctive, powerful, deep voice, which caused many people to mistake her for a dude. Bloody Mary can be heard on songs on Bangin on Wax like Piru Love, Rip a Crab in Half, No Way Out, and CK Ride. This album was influential in the time in gangbanging, spawning many future gangbangers off the influence. Bloody Mary released her debut album called She's Dangerous under the alias Nini X in 1994 on Dangerous Records. But following issues with financial things and business, she left the group and also left the Blood and Crips group. They ended up doing a Bangin on Wax too. Bloody Mary was engaged in a small beef with Miami rapper Uncle Luke after Luke made a song called Cowards in Compton. She made a diss track called Fuck Luke, where she recruited several fellow Bloods and Crip rappers from Bangin on Wax, like Red Rum, Tweety Bird Loke, and AWOL from Kelly Park Compton Crip. In 1996, she teamed up with close friend DJ King Assassin and was featured on his album, Hits Works Volume 1, also after appearing on his partly produced compilation album Strictly for the Streets. Bloody Mary's second album was released in 2003, which was titled Dead Resurrection, and was released by Dangerous Records, who dropped some of her old and unreleased songs of hers. Bloody Mary was later signed to Death Row Records by Suge Knight and was set to release an album on Death Row. But on November 19th, 2006, Bloody Mary was riding her motorcycle and unintentionally became involved in somebody else's high-speed chase. Mary's bike was hit by a truck trying to flee from the police, and as a result, she was placed in a brain-dead state and subsequently lost her life. Bloody Mary on Bangin on Wax will forever play a big part in the culture with that album, later becoming an influence with how many rappers are known to rap and rep their sets today, which wasn't done that much before Bangin on Wax. She didn't get to release a whole catalog of music, but she did leave her mark. R.I.P. to her. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.